The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Time with Blind United. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, March 5th, and today we have Carol.
Good morning, everyone.
And we have Pedro.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
And we're doing great. We have two interest groups for today. We have AI for beginners, and that starts at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, AI for beginners and iPhone.
And
sorry,
then we
something's
have
happening.
the iPhone. Sorry about that. And then we have iPhone at 6 o'clock. And so that'll be PlayStation time. So AI for beginners, if you need help learning about ChatGPT, Gemini, if you want to learn how to prompt, if you don't understand AI at all, that will be the class to go to. It's very informative. You learn things from everybody in that class. It's a great class. And then the iPhone class, that class is great too. You learn about widgets and different apps that are accessible. So there's all types of things. Come and join us. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, thank you for that, Brittany. And just for the listeners, we'll be talking about in our AI for beginners class on the sign up, and people was able to download and able to log in or sign up for that application. And for the iPhone, I am going over on saving a contact and the fields within a contact, like relations and address and email and suffix companies and notes within that process of making a contact. And if we have enough time, I will show you about widgets. Show you just two widgets: a ChatGPT widget that they have, and a what we're talking about today in one of our articles is the Gemini widgets. Go ahead, Brent.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think we can do our first article, and that one is about Google Gemini. Am I correct, Pedro?
Yes, Google just have introduced widgets for iPhone. So let's take a look at that, and we will discuss it on the other side.
Hey Coffee Time crew! Google has recently introduced Gemini widgets for iOS, aiming to provide iPhone users with a more versatile AI assistant experience. This move highlights Google's efforts to address some of the limitations associated with Apple Siri. 1. Introducing Gemini widgets on iOS. The latest update to the Google Gemini app brings 6 new lock screen widgets to iPhones and iPads, offering quick access to various AI features directly from the lock screen. These widgets include Type Prompt, allows users to input text queries without launching the full app. Talk Live, enables real-time voice interactions with Gemini, providing immediate responses. Open Mic, facilitates tasks like setting reminders or creating calendar events through voice commands. Use Camera, lets users capture images and inquire about them using Gemini's AI capabilities. Share Image, allows sharing of images to gather information or start a conversation with the AI. Share File, enables file sharing for analysis or assistance from Gemini. These additions aim to make AI interactions more seamless and accessible for iOS users. 2. Addressing Siri's limitations. While Siri has been a staple on Apple devices, it has faced criticism for its limited capabilities compared to emerging AI assistants. Users have noted that Siri often struggles with complex queries and lacks the versatility found in other AI platforms. Google's introduction of Gemini widgets seeks to fill this gap by offering more advanced features and smoother interactions. 3. Enhancing user experience. The integration of Gemini widgets into iOS devices allows users to quickly access AI features with widgets on the lock screen. Tasks like setting reminders or analyzing images become more efficient. Engage in natural conversations. Gemini's advanced AI facilitates more human-like interactions, enhancing user satisfaction. Utilize multimodal inputs. The ability to process text, voice, and images provides a richer user experience. These enhancements position Gemini as a strong alternative to Siri for iOS users seeking a more robust AI assistant. 4. Looking ahead, as AI technology continues to evolve, the competition between platforms like Gemini and Siri will likely drive further innovations. For now, iPhone users have the opportunity to explore Gemini's capabilities and determine which assistant best suits their needs. Now back to the coffee time crew.
Yeah. Wanna give your thoughts, Britt? Or
I've used Google Gemini, and I'm glad that they have widgets that we can use, because Siri and Apple Intelligence, it's not quite there, in my opinion. I mean, I really haven't used Apple Intelligence. My phone is kind of older, but I can honestly say that I use ChatGPT and Gemini and all those AIs more than I use Siri. So I think that it'll be very convenient to have these widgets on your lock screen so that you can access these things. Carol, what's your opinion?
Um, my opinion, actually, I think it is something great. For the listeners that are out there, can you all explain what a widget is for those who may not know?
okay. Just like how in our home screen we have applications and you enter an application to do a task. But for let's use an email, for example. You have your email application on your home screen, but you can now Apple has added widgets, and widgets it's like a position that it puts a widget, meaning like a, let's say it takes four applications away, two columns, two rows, and that's a small widget, and it can contain an action to that mail app, like a button that says start new mail. Um, and it can show you your three previous or your previously mails that came into your inbox. So you have multiple ways of getting information or going to directly to that information from a widget. For example, you could have a calendar widget and it tells you your next 5 events in that widget instead of going to your calendar app and then looking through your calendar days and checking your schedule. So it's another form of showing you information and quicker access to you know, of that application, more direct access to a certain feature, instead of going to dig through the application.
So it's almost like a shortcut.
Almost, but it's like a information display. It adds a button and stuff like that. So, like for example, for the reminders widget, you could have a list, and before when they first came out, you only was able to see the uh the reminders and click on the reminder to go into that reminder. But now with the new updates, you have actions, so you can check off that reminder from the widget and it will complete it within your reminders app without needing to go into your reminders. Plus you get a good quick glance on your upcoming reminders, calendar events, emails, so they have so many different widgets. Even for your phone, you could have a widget that shows your favorites. and you have your list of favorites. You just press their name, and it will make a call or a text message depending on the button's action.
I think that's awesome.
I think that's awesome. You, Brittany, what do you use them with? I know you said you have used them. You use them with that would be cool to have them for ChatGPT. Yeah, it does have a widget also. The application ChatGPT has for like a new message, upload file or image, and it has for the voice function of the app of that ChatGPT application, and it drops you right into a message or a voice message depending on what you press. So that's pretty nice to have. I think this is easy access for us, even even for people that might not know how to dig in and uh go to settings. Sorry guys, I'm actually multitasking. Welcome back, Brittany. Welcome back. But yes, it gives you more options and stuff instead of digging in into an application and finding that what you're looking for can be displayed in your home screen as a widget.
Do you
Yeah.
use Gemini, Pedro?
Um, yeah, I dabbled with it. I'm gonna dabble a little more with it. I was saying before you came in, I know you got kicked out. That chat also has a widget. It's a small widget. I wish it had a larger widget to have more information or more features, and so I can directly get into a certain history conversation or chat. But Google, I believe Google is it's kind of showing off. Well, not showing off, but showing that we can have artificial intelligence in our widgets and stuff like that. And Apple doesn't take advantage of its widgets in some parts within Siri and the connectivity with chat. I think they could probably do more, but I believe this is Google fighting for a little more of iPhone users to use their application. Um, and I have used chat. It's pretty nice, pretty good. It has a free version and has a pay subscription. You know, have you used it by any chance, Britt?
Yeah, well, okay. I've used Gemini, and I know that it has like a free version and a a paid version. But I'm one of those people that once I find something that I like, that's what I use. So I use Chat more than I've used Gemini or Copilot. But I played around with all of them, but Chat's just the one that I use the most.
Hmm. Yeah.
Chat is where I have my subscription. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm gonna pay for it, that's what I'm gonna use.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah. That and it's paying. Yeah. That's true. Once you're on a platform you like, I like to stick with it too. I do have a subscription to Chat. I do use other AI tools, and there's thousands and thousands. But some are based off of Chat, some are based off of Gemini. Gemini has the backing of Google Search, Google Lens, and Google Maps. As we're gonna see later on, how that incorporates in Google's other projects and plans that they have. Um, but these widgets, I believe we can take advantage of them, especially developers that have applications uh, like Be My Eyes. Let's say it had a widget that you can have three buttons right there. One says operator. One could say for your family, to call your family to help you, or uh, um, opens AI, so you can use the AI function, like take a quick picture, without needing to open the application. You just have it as a button on that widget, you know. So there's different ways uh, developers can utilize that, and another thing I noticed from Google, not just because of their Gemini AI, but some of their applications, some functionalities with iPhones is not all there. Let's say, for example, when we share something, we get a list of messages that we just did to other contacts, and you have a list of those messages in case you want to send that share material to that messages. You don't have to click message, then enter the contact. Well, in some of Google's application, they just have share, phone, message, email, and all that, and they don't have those other little shortcuts that other developers take advantage of. And that kinds of it's something small, but it's in the same time after repeating several steps, and you have to do several steps to share something and have to enter contact information and all this. It seems tedious. But I'm glad that they're taking the initiative to do widgets, and I hope that they have several types of widgets, different kinds.
No hope. Yeah, I have a dumb question. Do a lot of blind people use widgets, and do they know that they work with voiceover? And because I think that that's the thing too. Like a lot of us are not, like, let's just say Be My Eyes or whatever. Maybe the developers are just like, well, maybe that'll be too complicated for my users. I don't want to overly
hmm
complicate things, because I know in the community, when you do overly complicate things, you do have a lot of complaints.
At first, when the widget did came out, they were not as accessible as they are now. Now I feel like they're way, way more accessible and have way more functionality. Um, and for a developer to have that idea, that think is too much to do all that. It's better to have the features already there. So little by little, people learn. People like myself, sometimes I'm an advanced user, um, and I teach people, and sometimes setting up a widget for someone that's senior that gives him shortcuts for something that he really needs. It's more ease of use, you know. Uh, a family member can set up some of these widgets for someone that ain't tech savvy, but it's better to have the features than not have the features. And I wouldn't like no developer to really kind of put not put us down, but have that idea of us that we might not be get that advanced. But they have been
No, I
more
agree. I mean, you
accessible.
shouldn't limit people.
Any
I
comments
mean, I
before we got to
totally
break?
agree.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah. God first said, "Good morning, everyone." That's our only comment.
Yeah,
Good
but
morning.
but it's nice to have these widgets. You know what I mean? And we just we just need more of them. You'll be able to control your thermostat, your lighting, your appliances like that if they a lot of them had it. But on that note, we're gonna cut to a quick break, guys, and we'll be back.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
Hustling jingles, $10 a shots. Birthday beats and holiday knocks. Gotcha covered for the ones you love. Personalized joy like a custom glove. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford. Got a catchy tune for your babe. Poppin' beats like dreams we crave. For Mama's Day or Papa's cheer, let's make smiles from ear to ear. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford.
All right, memories you can afford, $10. And not only does it help, you get your family member or your loved one something nice, but you're also helping Blind United. You're helping us pay for our Zoom subscription. You're helping pay for stream,
Pay the
whatever,
bills. Pay the
whatever
bills.
things we need to pay for. Pay the bills, basically, because
Hmm.
everything we do is for free, guys. We have iPhone training. We have JAWS training. Did you know that if you were to do JAWS training anywhere else, it would be up to $70 or $90 an hour? That's pretty much, or $100 an hour, depending on where you live. I mean, that's how much Department of Rehab pays, these trainers to do assistive technology training. So we're giving you this for free, guys. So
For
help us
free.
out.
That's
Buy a jingle.
That's
yeah.
right. Info at blindunited.org.
Yes, yes. And also, how was the Jaws class yesterday, ladies?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went to the JAWS class and Andy was talking about CSUN and all the different vendors that are going to be there. He talked
Mm,
about Dream Vision. They make braille displays. I don't know if you've ever heard of Pantech, but they used to make a braille display. So instead of having a pan, you can just feel the braille, and then it'll, as you end of the thing, the display will go to the next line.
yeah,
So you
continually,
can
continuously
um
scrolling.
yeah, it'll just continuously scroll, so it's like a smart braille display. They sell 40 cell
Mm,
displays and 80 cell displays. There's another company that makes smart ovens, so like
mm,
has like an app, or I guess you can put whatever is, let's just say you're making a pizza or whatever, and the oven will know, okay, this is a frozen pizza, this is the temperature that I'm supposed to put it at, and this is the time that I'm supposed to have it in there for. So I guess this smart oven is supposed to be for people that are disabled or elderly, just it's supposed to be very accessible. Of course, humanware is going to be there, hymns, a whole bunch of other little companies that sell, your basic talking watches, talking
mm.
clocks, things. So basically, he was just
NLS.
going over the different. Yes, yes, yes. He's just going
Mm.
over the different vendors that are going to be at CSUN, and we'll be at CSUN. So if you want to say hi, that too, I guess.
Yeah, we will bring you some clips. We may go live during the lunch break. Sometimes it's a little hard while being active and exhibiting the exhibit hall. But we will bring you clips. Drop a comment and let us know. Also on those clips, me, Brittany, Ed, and myself will be there. That sounds like it was an interesting class, right there. Knowing the different vendors of CSUD and different technologies it's gonna have. Andy always has a great class.
I'm
But
so excited for CSUN. Or is there anything that you're excited to see,
mm,
Pedro?
um, no, I'm just trying to see what they have new. I'm excited to make some content. I want to capture some of this technology and bring it out to our viewers and to my social media that I do, guys. But I am looking forward, honestly, to see some of these other smart glasses if they have them available, like the Solos Ergo Pros. Um, but um, but in
And
this,
this,
Carol, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is that next Thursday and Friday for you all there?
It's
All
coming.
right.
It's
Sounds
getting
like y'all going to have a
close.
blast. Ooh.
Yeah, and this. Next article, Google's DeepMind has unveiled a new project Astra. Let's take a listen and see how this can change the game.
Hey Coffee Time crew! Google's DeepMind has unveiled Project Astra, a research prototype exploring the future capabilities of a universal AI assistant. This initiative aims to integrate advanced artificial intelligence into daily life, offering users a seamless and intuitive experience across various platforms. 1. What is Project Astra? Project Astra is designed to function as a universal AI assistant, capable of understanding and interacting with the world around you. It leverages advanced AI models, such as Gemini 2.0, to process and respond to multimodal inputs, including text, speech, images, and video. This allows Astra to provide real-time assistance tailored to the user's context and needs. 2. Key features of Project Astra 1. Natural interaction. Users can engage with Astra through speech or by using video to show what they see, enabling real-time conversations and free-flowing interactions. 2. Memory capabilities. Astra refines its responses by remembering key details from past conversations, maintaining up to 10 minutes of in-session memory. This feature allows for more personalized and coherent interactions. 3. Tool integration. The assistant can utilize Google Search, Maps, and Lens to inform its answers, making it a versatile tool for various tasks. 3. Platforms and accessibility. Project Astra is accessible on Android phones and prototype glasses, allowing users to choose their preferred mode of interaction. The assistant's memory feature ensures continuity, even when switching between devices. 4. Real-world applications. Trusted testers have explored Astra's capabilities in diverse scenarios. Daily assistance. Users have utilized Astra to discuss outfit choices, translate conversations, and manage fitness routines. Creative collaboration. The assistant has been employed to brainstorm ideas, provide cooking suggestions, and even interpret children's artwork. 5. Future prospects. While still in the prototype stage, Project Astra represents Google's vision for a persistent, helpful virtual assistant in everyday life. The integration of Astra with wearable technology, such as smart glasses, indicates a commitment to creating immersive AI experiences that seamlessly blend into daily activities. Now back to the Coffee Time crew.
Any thoughts, ladies? Brittany first, if you like.
Sure. I'm all for this Google Astra. I can't wait to see how it works with different smart glasses, and I think the more different tools we have, the more platforms we have, the better. I think this would be great. I know Google Lens is supposed to be accessible and helpful, for the blind to see like what color something is or whatever. And the fact that it works with Google Maps and all these other things, I think it can do a lot of help for people that travel independently. So I'm excited to see where this all goes. How about
Okay,
you,
and
Carol?
mhm.
For me, I'm just tipping my hat to Google because they're really trying to step it up and just do a whole lot and actually give Apple a little competition. I personally was an Android lover before I lost my sight, even though the iPhone is so much user friendly. But it sounds like Google is just trying to really step it up, and I can't wait to see what else they have in store.
Carol, do
Mm,
you ever think you would go back to using an Android? Because I've heard TalkBack has gotten a lot better. I haven't used it. I had a Samsung phone many, 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 many years ago, and I hated it. The accessibility was horrible, so I've just been an
Right,
Apple fan girl ever since,
right.
I guess. But have you ever thought like, oh, it's getting better? There's different things. I want to try it out.
I was an Android lover, and Samsung Galaxy was my phone. So the volume of it was better. Just getting the free applications without the third party restrictions. I don't know. The talkback feature was just horrible. So if they've
mhm.
improved it, Brittany, Pedro, of course I'd go back to it because it was just my go-to phone. I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, it's been improved. It just the navigation is different and the different type of styles to do different little shortcuts or rotor actions. But with Project Astra, I've been testing Live AI. It's nice and it's you know it's able to help you live. but with this project, Astra is able to process photos, video, audio, um, and text-based content all in the same time, giving the AI a better understanding of your surroundings. Also using uh, Google Maps, understanding to plot a route can be even better for the AI. This is still uh, in beta testing stages still, but I can see the total applications that us as blind people will be able to use this type of technology, especially the way that Astra is taking advantage of all those different information coming in, with especially with the memory, able to go back up even to 10 minutes of memory, meaning, and I hope this is what it is alluding to, is when I'm having a live interaction and I tell it uh, what I wanted to look for and what I don't want it to look for, it's able to still remember that throughout that time and give me better relevant information for navigation, or if I'm walking and I needed to read signs. When it comes to live AI and the meta glasses, it doesn't retain memory. I could tell it, look, I am walking, I want you to look out for this and that, but it doesn't retain the memory. I gotta tell it again. I gotta tell it to read the signs. If I tell it read signs automatically when you see them, or tell me if you see one and you need me to center myself so you can read the sign better. It doesn't still retain that information and do that. So I'm glad that we do have access to Live AI and the metas, but with this project, Astra can take it a step further, and knowing that they're testing it in wearables like smart glasses, and knowing that we may be able to access that AI, um, and maybe utilize those features for blind individuals like us. I know Google is not concentrating on that, but the the reason they're able to process all that data, and it seamlessly can help the AI better direct it and better responses, especially if we're navigating or we in a real world scenario. It's not a fully thing to just let it tell you when across or anything like that to cross the street, but it can guide you from um, objects and obstacles. Imagine you tell it that you want to go to Starbucks to plot a course and also to start live streaming live AI, right? It's telling you turn by turns, but it's also seeing what's in front of you, and you can tell it, look, tell me of obstacles. Tell me if I need to go left or right to miss an obstacle. And in the same time, it's able to guide you to the Starbucks, and it's able to see real world video feed of where you at. So it can tell you, okay, now you do need to cross the street. Because sometimes when we navigate with maps, it won't tell us that we need to cross to the other side of the street to get to Starbucks. It will say, okay, you're like there, but it won't tell us what corner. Probably with this, it'd be better equipped to say, yes, it's across the street. You would need to cross over and then cross the next to the next side and other things like that.
Oh man, that sounds really cool because a lot of times when you're using let's just say Google Maps or Apple Maps or whatever, it'll be like, "Oh, it's 200 feet or it's 100 feet away or
Hmm.
it's and a lot of times if you're totally blind, you could literally it could be, I don't know, 10 feet away from you, but if you can't see, you don't know that. You don't know like, okay,
Hmm.
well the
That's
Starbucks
right.
might be a little to the left or the door is
Hmm.
in a weird place or whatever, and just that little bit of help means all the difference. It really does.
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yes, it does. It makes a big difference. And just a quick side note when it comes to like Meta Glass and these smart things, there's like new features like recognize. If you have Meta glasses, guys in the audience, ask it to recognize text next time you have a business card. It's gonna read you the text, the number, email, and all that. But you go to your MetaView app, hit history, and right there you have the entire business card. So if you need to add that contact for later, you can. You will have that
Mm,
information there. So it is useful for so many different tasks. This new artificial intelligence technology that is uh, there and that is coming now. I hope that the Ray-Ban's Llama AI improves, you know, in time, and things like that. But it is a game changer. So that's just one world scenario about maps and using this Project Astra. If we would have those features. Another one would be, let's say we walk in a store, right? We don't want to be talking to our AI constantly, right? People are kind of looking at us or whatever it may be, right? Sometimes we like to be discreet, but let's say before I enter the store, I go start my live AI. I give it the instructions I want. I want you to describe things on the shelves. I want you to tell me the topics of those items in the shelves first. And then if I tell you continue, you could tell me the specific items with those topics. Let's say one shelf has food, one shelf has candy, and the other shelf might have books. But the once you set up the AI and you walk in, you can do less talking to your artificial intelligence live agent, so you can better discreetly do what you need to do and not call too much attention to you. Sometimes as blind people look at us, people, you know what I mean, when we're doing something new that they have never seen,
of course.
they get, and sometimes that distracts us on what we're doing and can you know sometimes when I'm navigating, somebody stops me, I get disoriented, and able to have that memory that this AI, you're able to tell it, well, it could tell you, well, top shelf is food, and you could say, okay, next, and tell you next shelf is candy. Okay, tell me more, and then it can start telling you the brands of the candy, so you can make a decision instead of saying, okay, what's the next shelf? Can you tell? And continuously be talking to the AI. Sometimes you want to be aware of your surroundings too, so this technology is improving, and it's improving our lives little by little, you know.
It
Uh
is, and I just think it's cool that a lot of this stuff wasn't meant for us, like this Google Astra or even the Ray-Ban Metas. The Ray-Ban Metas were originally for content creators, and then the AI blind people realized, like, oh crap, I can use this. So, I mean,
hmm
I'm pretty sure once we get our hands on it and we use this project Astra, we're gonna see like different uses for it that we didn't even think that we would have.
yeah, yeah, and there's also ChatGPT 5.0 coming soon. I heard some people have access to it, so so they're improving their models also, in different aspects. But any comments before we cut to a break, Brittany, or you want to read those after
No,
the
we
break?
don't have any comments.
Okay, okay. All right, so we will cut to a quick break, guys, and we will be back.
You need assistance with iOS? Or are you curious what iOS is? Perhaps you're seeking tips and tricks on how to use JAWS on your Windows machine? Or maybe you would like to participate in our popular support group led by Dominic? Or maybe join us for movie nights on Friday, where we watch and discuss the movie of the night? For more information, please email us at info@blindunited.org. Once again, That's info@blindunited.org. You can also follow us on Facebook for real-time updates and community interactions. We look forward to connecting with you.
Do you need to talk? Are you struggling with your mental health? Are you struggling with substance abuse issues? Call the Orange County NAMI Warm Line. That number is 877-910-9276. That number again is 877-910-9276.
All right. So that's the NAMI warm line. But if you need the suicide line, that number is 988, or you can text 741-741. Mental health is important. And also info@blindunited.org. If you want to be a part of our interest groups, we've got support group. We've got JAWS, iPhone, basic AI. We have basic meta training for the Meta Ray-Bans. We have
Ladies
RS Game
night
Night.
support group.
Oh, yeah. We have all types of things. So if you're
Cooking without
interested.
looking.
Ooh, cooking without looking. And then we have Deborah's The Blind Kitchen.
The Blind Kitchen.
If you're interested, info@blindunited.org. And George would like for us to say you can email Ed at info@blindunited.org. And Ed will get in contact with you. Or if you'd like to advertise with us, info@blindunited.org. If you have a business or a nonprofit, maybe we'll give you a space on Coffee Time to talk about your business. We don't mind sharing.
And yes, and pretty soon that info might be going to multiple team members, guys. But yes, the support group with Dominic is very, very popular within our group, and Dominic always brings good knowledge and a different aspect to the subject he's covering. And we also have the support group for the ladies. So guys, come in and participate if you need some support in different topics and stuff like that. So that is always great. Yeah, want to move on to the next article or anything else, ladies, that I'm missing?
We can move on to the next article.
Yeah, go ahead and move on.
On this next article, we're talking about Meta and InVision's partnership. Let's get into that.
Hey Coffee Time crew! In a significant stride toward enhancing accessibility, InVision has partnered with Meta to integrate advanced AI capabilities into wearable technology, aiming to empower the blind and low vision community. 1. The power of Llama 3.1. Enhancing accessibility. Central to this collaboration is the integration of Meta's open-source AI model, Llama 3.1, into InVision's assistive technologies. This model enhances InVision's ability to process and summarize text, as well as interpret images, providing users with precise and contextual information about their surroundings. 2. Introducing Ally, a personalized AI assistant. InVision has developed Ally, an AI assistant designed to simplify user interaction with devices. Users can perform tasks such as reading documents, detecting objects, and recognizing faces through conversational commands, making technology more accessible without navigating complex menus. 3. Project Aria. Pioneering wearable AI. The partnership extends to Meta's Project Aria, a research initiative exploring wearable technology that captures and understands the world from a first-person perspective. By integrating Llama's language processing and computer vision capabilities, these prototype glasses allow users to access visual information through speech, bringing us closer to a world where individuals who are blind or have low vision can independently interact with their surroundings using wearable AI technology. 4. Showcasing at Meta Connect 2024. InVision's collaboration with Meta was highlighted at Meta Connect 2024. Karthik Kannan, InVision CTO, presented a technical poster detailing how InVision harnesses multimodal llama to push accessibility boundaries, showcasing the efficiency of open-source AI in real-world tasks for over 500,000 blind and low-vision users across 200 countries. 5. A new era of independence. This partnership signifies a leap forward in creating accessible, AI-driven solutions that empower users to engage with the world around them. By combining advanced AI with wearable technology, InVision and Meta are pushing the boundaries of assistive tools, aiming to make information and knowledge accessible to everyone, regardless of their abilities. Now back to the coffee time crew.
All right. Your opinions, lady. Go ahead, Britt, first.
Oh, wow. I'm curious to see how this is all going to play out. I'm just excited that we have different options, like I keep saying, and it seems like every day the technology is getting better, and it seems like this is an affordable option for a lot of blind people. So I'm just excited to see how this is all going to work out, and how, I want to be able to walk down the street and be able to read the street signs, or to be able to have information to store later if I might need it or whatever. I'm super excited. I just, how about you, Carol?
For me, I'm just really excited that, you know, like you said earlier, we have more options. Um, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Envision, do they have a subscription? I mean, I didn't notice any of that in the story. Is this like
I
so?
know Envision has an app and they do have a subscription, and I know the Envision glasses, are those super expensive? So are they going to discontinue those, and then what's going to happen to the people who have
Right.
purchased those,
That's
or
right.
the people who have convinced Department of Rehab to purchase those? Or
To purchase them.
and my whole thing is, I don't know a lot about this, but like, I know that Envision, because I was thinking about purchasing a pair of Envision glasses a while back, and the subscription is really expensive. So I bet it seems like Chat GPT, the Meta Ray Bans, Google, all of them are doing what Envision is doing. So are they going to
Hmm.
go out of business? Are they just going to, or one of these companies going to buy them? Because it seems
Hmm.
like what they're doing isn't even really needed anymore, honestly.
Right, right. So that
Yeah.
that's basically what I was thinking. I think that it's a great concept that they're trying to do it all together, but like you say, are they going to go out of business? Is it
Um.
subscription, or
Mhm.
how much of the glass, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, and Brittany, you were right. The application, yeah, it was a subscription. I think they made it free, if I'm not mistaken. That's what someone had told me. But yeah, able to make smart wearables with AI at a affordable price, it's a straight game changer. Envision can run you up to 4 grand or 3 grand on a pair of glasses. They have different types too. They have one that has the frames but has like one of the lenses out so the camera can see. And so uh having that in public, I don't know how people feel. Also they had ones that go over your shades, but it's one leg is bulky. So it was different little technologies. But when it came to their AI Alley, yeah, it's you have to pay a subscription to that. And with this partnership, I'm hoping that uh they can lower their cost. Um, right? They're using an open source Llama platform AI from Meta, and also from this partnership, I hope that it works vice versa, that Meta learns from Envision on tailoring things for blind and take some ideas or whatever that partnership might entail. Um, and if Meta was is interested in making their stuff more accessible, their AI and stuff like that, maybe acquiring Envision might be a future plan for them. I know trying to sell your product and it's at $1,000 price range can be difficult for someone in a fixed income or someone that doesn't have DOR state services helping them out. And it is true they might need to change their business plan because with the Meta and the Solo GoPros and the Envision, not the Envision, but the Echo Vision Pros, they're gonna have competition. Competition is starting to be a plus for us. The more competition there is, the more features, the more price drops.
I agree, Pedro. I mean, I just the only example I have of this is Jaws. Because of NVDA and voiceover for the Mac, they had no choice but to lower their prices in order to compete. Because okay, I can use NVDA, that's free, or I can
Hmm.
use voiceover. Like, yeah, Macs are a little bit more expensive, but it's cheaper
Narrator.
than buying a computer and or a narrator too. So I think that
Hmm.
eventually InVision is going to have to change their business model because what they're
Hmm.
doing is just not feasible. It really isn't. Like, why would I spend $2,000 when I can spend $300 on some metas?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, and talking about Jaws, yeah, the price did drop and stuff, and it's because there were multiple screen readers uh out there to use on Windows. The Chrome browser also has a screen reader. Chromevox is an extension from Google's browser to have a screen reader within their browser for people with visual impairment. So there is different ones in the market, and this can cause innovation. I believe Jaws is in the right place to they're for business and work, but they can also even add certain features for people that might be doing entertainment or other type of task like keeping tabs on meters or things that change constantly real quick,
No, I agree with you, Pedro. Jaws, all these assistive technology companies are going to have to step up their game because now we can use normal stuff. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always going to be a place for Jaws because it's uh job access with speech. Most government
hmm
jobs or whatever, they're going to force you to use Jaws, and I get that. But
yeah,
for the most part, for the average user,
yeah,
you
you're
can use
right.
something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, and Jaws is a excellent platform, guys. You can get deep into Jaws and also script and stuff like that, you know. So I know VoiceOver has a feature like that, but Jaws is a very powerful thing that you are able to customize per each application you use, depending on the things you want to accomplish and stuff like that. So you could get deep into Jaws and stuff like that, but yes, there is alternatives. Um, Jaws with their Picture Smart and their OCR features. One of the things that I love from that, something I don't have on my Mac. I'm on the 2017 one, but I have not seen this feature even on VoiceOver. On the latest ones, I have a VOCR feature that scans my screen, and I'm able to navigate my screen through a different way than just VoiceOver if VoiceOver does not see that application or that content. So there's so many different tactics, but I'm glad that the this technology is in the forefront now, like the AI and stuff, because it does make these technology cheaper. Even the devices. Remember the Oracam around 400 $4,000 Brit, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I remember the Orcam, and I don't even think Orcam is selling stuff anymore. I don't think.
Hmm. Well,
But I mean,
they.
I think that it's a
Hmm.
niche product for people that are older. I know a lot of people swear by the Orcam or swear by the Victor Stream or whatever, but I just don't see a place for a lot of those devices anymore, or money readers or any of that stuff. And I'm glad, because that stuff was super.
Hmm. Yeah,
Did we lose her?
yeah, I think so. But
Okay.
yeah, I am glad that a lot of this is coming out, and she's correct on that part, that a lot of people do swear about on Victor readers. I understand it is a note taker, and is a separate device that can withstand hours of being used. But we do
You could
have.
just use your phone. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like the Victor Reader
That's
does
right.
everything. The phone does
Mm-hmm.
everything the Victor Reader does. I mean, I think if the product was cheaper, I would feel like, okay, whatever. But it's super expensive to get this thing, and it's kind of an outdated software. A lot of these, these Braille notes, they are Braille note takers. They have like really old versions of Windows CE or really old versions of Android, and you can't update them. Like, these devices are become like really useless as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yes.
less you have to carry, the more, the better it is. I don't want to have to carry a money reader and this and that. If I can do it all through the phone or some glasses, I'd rather just have those two.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, sometimes it's a hassle carrying multiple devices. You know, one that I know, blind individuals that know Braille carry the Braille display, and then trying to carry a Victor reader and then carry this. I understand the Braille display and things like that. Uh, the Victor reader, I understand why people love it. I like it too, the way you're able to navigate books and download books and stuff like that. But we do have that in our technology within our phones and things like that, like Bookshare. We do have the Wikipedia you could search up, So sometimes it depends on the person, but for myself, I do like to carry less devices, honestly.
Yes, I do not want to carry devices. And I'm one of those blind people who is not in love with the Victor Reader stream. I don't know. We got a divorce. It didn't work out. But there's the wrap it up music. We should play wrap up music for our president whenever he speaks. But we got wrap up music. So it's time for us to go, guys.
Yes,
So
guys.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, so follow, like, go to our Facebook page and follow us so you could get notified if you're watching and someone that shared our live. If you believe it's informative, share it, like, come subscribe to YouTube, wherever platform you're on, Facebook or YouTube, we're on there. So show us some love, hit that
And
press.
don't forget to bother Ed. info@blindunited.org. Irritate Ed. He loves that. He loves you guys. He loves to talk to people. So info@blindunited.org.
All right, guys. Bye.